What happened on that final restart yesterday?
The final restart. I was looking backwards instead of forwards. This is a problem in our series for sure, and it seems like I want to encourage the fans, look at the aerial video of the final restart. It looks like it looks like an ARCA restart. There's cars spread out all over the front stretch. And all that is because somebody started laying back, then somebody else started reacting to laying back. They laid back, then the next car laid back. And if you look, there was 2 rows organized, and that was the first 2 rows of the field. Everyone else was spread way out because everyone's playing these stupid games at the end. That's bullshit. That, they're trying to lay back. And essentially what happens is when we take off for a restart, it is a drag race. These cars don't have a whole lot of power, so we're wide open all the way until we get to turn 3. So if you're able to roll speed, so if 2 cars take off in a drag race, which one is going to get to the start? If they're all equal on speed,
Right.
Which one is going to get to the finish line first? The one that is starting at 47 miles an hour or the one that starts at 45 miles per hour? It's the 47 because he has got that 2 mile per hour advantage from the start to the finish.
Right.
So he is trying to roll speed to keep that, his mile per hour up through the all the way until turn 3. Well, NASCAR has said, stop the laying back. They've said it, but they haven't done anything about it yet. I would suspect this week that they do address it. I talked with some NASCAR officials when I was I went into the garage during inspection of the 45 and the 11 after I got done with the media stuff as the owner, and I saw a NASCAR official in there, and they brought it to my attention. Where it was like, that last restart was just not good, and we gotta address it. And I said, listen, I agree. I made it look even worse because I was a guilty party in reacting to what I saw behind me, right? And so it's just starting to become a trend where these guys are laying way back and they're getting a run. And so the advantage, let me tell you why it's not right. If you're starting behind someone, you didn't earn the right to overtake them. Like, they're up front because they earned that position throughout the day. And you should not have an advantage over them on a restart if you're behind them. The advantage should be for the front cars and then the next cars and then the next row and the next row and next row. It shouldn't be whoever lays back the most has the biggest advantage, because if I let the person behind me lay back, what happens is they start their mile per hour sooner. Then they are able to split me one way or the other, either to the left or to the right. And the track is wide enough to where they will be able to do that. So it's not a good look for our series. It looks really disorganized. It's not fair to the front cars for certain. What I should have done in retrospect was just stay on the bumper of the 8 car. It would have gave me the opportunity to take the spot that the 45 did, but I was trying to react to, listen, I don't want to let the 5 car just go back there and lay back so far that he gets a huge run through 1 and 2. And next to know, I'm the guy split 3 wide top or 3 wide middle when I earned the position to be in front. So it's just they need to, the only way they can to do this, if they don't want to black flag someone, well, maybe they do need to black flag people, but they just need to say immediately, nope, yellow, stop. We're going to redo this again. They do it in dirt racing all the time. When they don't have a start that is not the way it should be, immediately throw the caution. We're going to restart you right back where you were. Car X, Y, Z, Q. This is your warning. You guys laid back. You do it again, you are going to the back. So I think they can abort a start, or just say, hey, listen, the furthest car up front that does it, the start is aborted, and we're gonna do this again. And car Z, who did this, you're going to the back. Because it's not a good, again, there's multiple reasons why you shouldn't do it, or NASCAR shouldn't allow it. But it's getting out of hand on these bigger racetracks for sure.
Yeah, I guess in hindsight, though, you think you would have won the race had you just started normally behind the
Who
8,
knows?
considering
Yeah, I mean, it's
Reddick was able to drive
who
to the
knows?
front?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly would have been beside Reddick as we went into turn 1, but then I would have had the 5 car coming 10 miles an hour faster than me, and I would have been defenseless against it, and he would have gone to the top and then put me 3 wide middle. So, yes, I would have had a great initial restart, but my turns 1 and 2, I was going to get, just blown by the car laying back on me.
So, I'm watching this replay over and over again. You might have just been behind Reddick still going into turn 2.
Yeah, maybe not. I wouldn't have been as far behind him.
Because he's in the middle between Kyle Busch and whoever's on the bottom. I guess if you don't get around Reddick, then you're in the middle between Larson and Chase.
I mean, ifs and buts. It's easy to kind of think about, what would happen if, but regardless, it didn't happen.
It did look funky. I remember I was
It
standing
looked
there
bad.
on pit.
Did you see it? Did you see, like, even beyond the first 5 rows, how bad it was?
Yeah, I think I might
the
have a
whole
video.
field was spread. I mean, it was awful. It was the worst looking restart. And this is just people reacting. And again, it looks like when you throw the green and you take a snapshot, it's like 11. What the are you doing? Like, I'm 3 car lengths back. Yeah. Well, it's because I see this guy laying back on me, and I'm like, well, I ain't gonna let you get away with that. I'm just gonna back up to you and make sure that I'm not the one who's gonna get screwed here. So,
but then you get screwed regardless.
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, either way, if I sucked up again, I was going to get put 3 wide, which I did anyway because he still had a run. It just, we certainly as a series need to look a little better than that. We need to do a better job as drivers. I need to do a better job of not, just kind of looking forward there. But, then my crew chief would have been on my ass, like, why'd you let him lay back like that? So it's a tough spot to be in. We just all got to be a little bit better professionals and do it the right way. But
you and Reddick took 4 tires, but had you been up front with your car, could 2 tires have worked? I know it's an if.
My car was so good. Maybe, but Travis, who knows? We can't predict how many other cars are going to take 2. Certainly, if we started on the front row with Daniel, I would have liked to think we could have cleared him off of turn 2, regardless of what lane I started in. But who knows, right? If say that's true, right? A caution happens off of turn 2. We got to restart. Well, now I got 4 tires right on my ass. Like, then I'm done. So I think the call was right. I just didn't do a very good job on that restart whatsoever. And yeah, we lost.
The most liked comment on the replay that NASCAR posted on Instagram is Denny was more worried about blocking than winning. Cost both the 5 and the 11.
Of course. Yeah, of course. But hey, I'm out there trying to win for myself. We were in control of the race. We should have won the race, and we didn't. But that's just that's NASCAR racing. It's very different than other sports where if the competition makes a mistake, you usually capitalize in other sports. In ours, the competition makes a mistake, it can screw you and you lose it on pit road. So it's just it's part of it. It's what makes it so hard to win a championship in this series is that just untimely cautions can just absolutely ruin things, right? Carl Edwards was cruising like I was this weekend at Homestead, and NASCAR throws a caution for, I think, debris or something, and it changed the champion of our series. So it's by chance. I hate to say it, that sometimes luck is a factor. There's no question. I hate the word luck in racing, but it certainly is a factor in our championship.